Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
See you later.
Hey, I'm Mike Wang, and to honor the season of giving, we're giving you some expert tips. We asked the community what topics we should explore next, and you voted for pick and roll. Good choice. The pick and roll is one of the most fundamental plays in basketball, and it can take your 2K game to the next level. So here you go. To call a screen, press and hold the left bumper. While holding the left bumper, you can press the right bumper to make your screener either roll or fade. If you want to run the traditional pick and roll, use roll and hit your cutting big man for a jump. But if you want your screener to go for a jumper, use fade to hit him for a pick and pop. You can also choose which direction you want the screen to come from by pushing the right stick. These are all decisions you can make while holding the left bumper. When you let go, it's on. Once a screen is called, you can run a slip screen or early fade by pressing the left bumper again. This way, you can read the defense and control when your screener makes their release. Mastering the pick and roll will bring you opportunities for easy baskets, open looks, and challenge the defense to be alert at all times. Like everything NBA 2K, practice makes perfect. We know many of you are picking up the game for the first time this holiday season. For you, we'll be featuring
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends."
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bane in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, the stars of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Pass to Bane. Jackson with it. It's hauled in by George. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. For Memphis, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that...
Big ups to Cuz and many more. Just keep living. Let's keep.
It stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Pass to man. From past the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Kennard against Jones.
99 to 1.
Passes it to Clark. 6 to shoot. Houdini passes to Anderson. Takes it off the glass. Anderson's got 6.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Kennard with the ball. Jones covering. Offensive rebound. Count that one. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
2 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Here's who. Tracy that time from Batum. And the call will go against Houdini.
And I'm drinking this, which I think is sick and disgusting too. Tastes like something you... What is this?
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Really a good season for him overall. Last year, when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Did you say that on the
That one misses.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
He hits the second from the line. 7 seconds left in the first. Puts up a three. The shot off that time. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And one of the better young two-way big men.
Probably be more of a backline help.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of position. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you as captains?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Houdini. Then it's Jones. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shots good by Kennard.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Memphis moving it around.
Walking foul called on Terrence Mann. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Anderson finds Jones. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Los Angeles. The offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes. Tillman's got his second bucket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The pass to Mann. Outside for Batum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the left wing. Off target with his three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Houdini. Jones trying to get open. And there's the bucket from Houdini.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior.
players with their work down low.
And the Clippers call time here. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Jackson comes in for Clark. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Tyus Jones. Now here's Bledsoe inside. Hartenstein doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Houdini. Now here's Melton. Pass to Houdini. Pocket 6. And there's the feed to George. And George ready to stop.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's Houdini. To the paint. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, just solid on.
Hey, Dad, I know you're listening to me. I know you're listening to me. Problem, Dad, I know you're listening to me.
One-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Steven Adams, and you know the story, Brent, comes from a family of world-class athletes from New Zealand.
He has carved out an incredible career in the NBA, continues to be one of those guys that teammates love with the spirit he brings to the game.
Hey, Dad, I know you're listening.
Been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Reggie Jackson has been sensational. Check in for Steven Adams. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. The stars of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. Reggie Jackson out there at Bledsoe. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Anderson finds Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward and exceptional court awareness.
Jackson drives in. Grizzlies with the rebound. Anderson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Man comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Morant looking around. Right on the bucket. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
George against Jackson. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brett, the NBA not shy, innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but again, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And guys, the league has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Houdini passes to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. On up there for Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
And this is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Clippers trail by 8. Now Kennard. Pass to man. Down low, Zubac kicks to Batum. And it's the Clippers scoring again. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here he goes. Melton goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Melton's got 5 points so far.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And the call will go to Houdini. That's his 3rd foul so far. On a situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Grizzlies substitution.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Eric BLESSup. That's his 3rd personal foul. The team is in the penalty. At the line for the Grizzlies, 2 shots.
Right on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's George. So on the floor for Memphis.
LA foul.
Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Dylan Brooks. That's Houdini. And it's Bain in at the 2 guard.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks. Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks.
Grizzlies substitution.
And here's Leonard from 3. Offline. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Turn it from a Turning from my wicked ways, God. No water, no wine. No water, no wine. And I was scared. No wine, no wine. And I was scared. And I no wine. And I was scared. And that wine skin got no power. Got it. No wine. And a no wine skin got no power. Lord, what is their problem? Got no power. Lord, what is their problem?
Hey, need some help?
How do we solve it? And how do we solve it?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
What is their problem? What is their problem? How do we solve it? What is their problem?
Yo, set it up!
What we gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Watch the pit. Hey, hit me up.
Okay. What is their problem?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Solve it.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
I wanna just solve it. What is their problem? Yeah, what is their problem? And what we gonna do about it? I think you're so sick and disgusting. Problem. And what we gonna do? And what we gonna do? I think you're sick and disgusting.
Hey, hit me up.
What we gonna do about it? I think you're sick and disgusting. Yeah, I think you're sick and disgusting. The way I love you. The way they don't love you.
See, you want to work on your three-point shoot? Let's get set up.
The way they don't love you. Just the way they don't love you.
Shot!
focus.
Hey, hey, right here.
Use me, I test them, man. I show 'em how we go cover. I show you all of your I show 'em all of your cover. I show 'em all of your covenant. Here we go. I show 'em all of your covenant. Yeah, I treat
Again.
covenant. Yeah, I treat COVID like Spalding. Yeah, yeah. Kick it to the curb like. Yeah, kick it to the curb like Wilson. Oh. Yeah, kick it to the curb like Wilson. Yeah, kick it to the curb like Kill. Oh. Yeah, kick it to the curb like Wilson.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, big ball.
I dress him like Adam said. I undress him like Adam said. I undress him like Adam said.
Get your mind right. Hey, see you later, man.
Don't want to meet him like, don't want to meet him like a vegan. Against Cause you know sale price on 65 on them. Cause you know sale price on 65. Cause you know I sale price on 65 on them. Go live on them. Cause you know I price this. Go live on them. Cause you know I say I price 65 on them. What is their problem? How do we solve it? What is their problem? I know you gon' solve it. Cause it's so sick and disgusting. I know that you'll make it all over. I know that you'll make it all over. No. I know that you'll make it all over. I know that you'll make it all over. I'm not trying to do that. I know that you'll make it all over. I know that you'll make it all over. Over. I know that you'll make it all. I know you'll make it all over. I know that you'll make it all over. And I know that you'll make it all over. I don't pray a word no more. I don't pray a word no more. I don't pray a word no more. Cause you do it again cause you did it before. You did it but no more. You did it you do it no more. You do it again. You did it. You do it you do it again. You did it before. No more. You do it again. You did it before. You do it again. You did it before. No more. You do it again. You did it before. You do it again. You did it before.
NBA 2K community is like no other community out there. And over the years, we have connected with many that have said the game has given them a platform to pursue their passion of basketball off court. And to recognize those that are doing good things in the 2K community, we are continuing our series called My 2K Life. Next up is a fan favorite. Here's a look at Bash World behind the scenes.
Well, I remember one summer I got grounded. My cousin had a Dreamcast, and I had the game, and I played it the first day, and I never put it down. Like, man, I played the heck out of that game. I loved it. It was just like the match made in heaven. We spent majority of our life walking this bridge right here. Everybody that's from High Bridge done walk this bridge. This is where my building is. The biggest building right there is where I'm from. This is home. Grew up in a place called High Bridge in the Bronx. 170, you know, Cardi B and A Boogie, and I'm kind of famous now. It was definitely rough growing up. I remember days just playing basketball and with my guys, and that's just, but it just wasn't that safe, you know. I was raised by my grandmother and my mother and my aunt. My mother, man, one of the strongest women I ever met. Raising me, you know, it wasn't easy in our environment. We from the projects. It ain't all sunshine and roses, you know what I mean? So to come out of that, you know, and see the obstacles that we had to face going through all of that, it was amazing. You know, just believing in the future. We you know, I was the future, you know? You know?
Put that down. What are you talking about? We have never played like that. What are you talking about? We don't like that.
I have a wife, a son. He's graduating from high school next year, going to college, you know what I mean? We moved out here, which is in Jersey. We moved out here, I bought a house, and just never looked back. My wife, she's like my inspiration, like my everything. She's always like, yo, go get him. She's like my number, she believes in me so much, and I believe in her. She inspires me. Said it's never an I, it's a we thing, so she's like, yeah, we streaming today.
I was like, who was you watching? He sent me a screenshot, it was you.
My son he's special too, man, and I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of the man he's becoming. But he's like, man, my dad crazy, man. That's just who he is. He plays 2K, but he doesn't, I wish he would run more with me. Hit him up, tell him he go by the name of Zay-Baz. Tell him come play with Bash, you know what I mean? I lost again. Oh my God. Nah, we playing again, right? We got to play till I win. I want to hear some of the music that I've been missing. Play the last record I did. Music has always been around me. My uncle was a rapper, and I started taking it serious when I was like 9th grade. I sit down, put the headphones on, and I would just listen to the beat. And then I would get up, and I would start going. And I would record for hours, like really. You know how they say you gotta put those 10,000 hours in? Like, I was passionate. I felt like music was my calling, and it really is. In the studio, working on records, we always played 2K. But I remember when I first got introduced to the park, able to meet new people online, and I think that's when it really began. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, I could play this. I could really rock with this. This park is gonna be fire. TTG, you can hit me, my boy? I would get lost in the game. When you love something, you tend to just get lost in it, you know what I'm saying? And that's how much I was a fan. I'm still a fan, but that's how much I love this.
Good pass. I ain't gonna lie. You died me. I ain't gonna lie.
When I first started streaming, man, why you wasting your time on that streaming? Man, get in that booth. And I was like, no, it's all gonna make sense. I can do more than one thing.
Come on. Oh, let's go. I thought you were
that 18 was the first year I started streaming. My whole thing was always like, hey, let me get out here and just be involved in the community, you know what I'm saying? So when I played, I always was like, hey, whoever trying to play, play. It was no requirements. Like, none of that. I don't care if you could have just picked up the game today and be like, hey, Black, I'm going to come run with you. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do it.
Hey, shout out to my boy, Ron. I ain't mean to do that to you, Ron. You know what I mean?
A day in the life is like, I'll start streaming around like 1:30. I'll stream for, usually I stream for about 3-4 hours.
So, man, yeah. You know what I mean? Money, bro.
Right after I'm done streaming, I can show my son is doing what he gotta do towards like the evening. I'm usually editing. I stream, but I also make content a separate desk. So I'm usually going to sleep before the sun come out. That's pretty much like the daily.
Hey, listen, I almost had a quadruple double. Just throwing that out there to y'all, you know what I mean?
When I am streaming and someone comes into my stream and go, Bash, I was having a terrible day, but I'm watching you and you just changing that. That's what really get me going, like, yo, because I know how it is to have that terrible day, you know what I'm saying? And maybe not for me growing up and the things that I've experienced, you know what I mean? And I wish I had somebody like Bash, somebody that I could just talk to or just have those interactive moments with, you know what I'm saying? And that's important.
Hey, Carl, what up, Carl? My boy.
I've met so many great people on 2K.
Heck no. Get it. This is our chance, fellas. Yeah.
One day I'll be playing with this guy from Canada. Next day I'll be playing with this guy from Florida. Next day I'll be playing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even realizing, like, hold up. I didn't know that I was building like a community at the time.
Get your joint on, man. Soon as we lose, we're gonna pick up Don. You gotta show some tenacious.
Downtown Los Angeles. That's the location for the Grizzlies. A potent front court lineup that can get a lot done for their team. Ja Morant and Dillon Brooks, they look to lead the way as they get primed for action at Staples Center. Grizzlies. Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, BA. Well, the NBA's play-in tournament is exciting. It's a way to keep teams in the mix, but it's had its share of critics. Luka Doncic said, quote, I don't understand it. You play all season to get into the playoffs. Then maybe you lose 2 in a row and you're out? I don't see the point. Guys?
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, BA, in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bane is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, LeBron James out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. So the Lakers getting ready for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Davis. Jordan comes in for LeBron. Anthony's checked in for Ariza. And Nunn is subbed in for Bradley.
You really get it all with Russell Westbrook. His versatility as a player is truly exceptional. That's what allows him to crank out triple-doubles one after another.
Outside Jones. Pass to Houdini. Back to Jones. 4 on the clock. The 3 ball. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And another shot. They get it again. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from the three-point line so far. Dunn finds Anthony to the paint. And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Anthony. And while Westbrook has led the league in triple-doubles many seasons, I think that stat is also a testament to his hustle.
Yeah, when it comes to pure energy, Westbrook is maybe unmatched. He's the ultimate hard worker. Every minute he's on the floor, he's doing his best to make an impact on the game. So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Westbrook, and it's good. Off the back rim and in.
It looks to me like he can get this shot anytime he wants. I mean, so confident, so poised, always under control.
Outside Jones. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. Pass to Nunn. Out to Anthony. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Nunn. Here's Howard. Oh, nice fake with the layups off the mark. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Houdini. 23 seconds left now in the first quarter. And the basket by Tillman.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Westbrook can't hit.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Houdini. And so it's Memphis going into the break up 12. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Well, the old saying is defense wins championships, but you ask LeBron, offense can be trickier.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes to cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensive, you're not all 5 guys at the same time. We're not moving and cutting, and one pass or, you know, one bad screen here or one pass there could mess up the rhythm of an offense.
And the best teams work together at both ends, Grant. But which end did you generally feel most in sync with your teammates, offense or defense?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. I'll say offense. I mean, I played in Phoenix with Steve Nash, so definitely offense at that point in my career.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Hey, guys, the Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brandon Clark out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Houdini in at the 2. Tillman misses. Los Angeles shooting just around 32% from the field. Outside Nunn from downtown. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Here's Houdini to the inside. It's stolen by Howard. Now the Lakers moving it up. He's all alone. And finished off by Westbrook.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Anthony. Plenty of space. And there's another one for the Lakers.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Memphis leading. Outside Jones. Here's Houdini. Out Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Anderson against Anthony. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Anthony, the pass to Jordan. Hey, here's none for 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws it.
Grizzlies substitution.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Houdini. Here's Tillman. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Clark against James. Pass to Davis. Now Nunn. The 3. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds now.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Houdini. Nunn defends. Here's Houdini. And it's blocked by Davis.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tillman misses. James outside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Houdini. That'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has... As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance. And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They've got Russell Westbrook, LeBron James out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Bradley in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Frank Vogel getting going here in the second half.
And Russell Westbrook on the move once again. This time to the Lakers. Now, what's interesting, I mean, he played so long for the OKC Thunder, and now on his 4th team in the past 4 years. But still, can't deny the impact when he's on the floor.
And that one falls for Jackson. Well, a surprising stat, Clark. The last 2 seasons, for the first time in league history, guards scored more points in the paint than centers or forwards.
How amazing is that, B.A.? What a transformation we've seen in the game at all levels, but particularly the NBA. Things have been inverted. It used to be you threw the ball inside to get high percentage shots. Now this is primarily a drive and kick league. Drive for the rim or shoot threes.
Count it. Good.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
Shooting for Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Misses.
One of the jewels at the top of that 2018 draft. Jackson has made a huge impact at both ends, and he's still reaching his full potential.
Ariza, that's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Grizzlies
About a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Jordan comes in for LeBron. Anthony's checked in for Ariza. And Nunn is subbed in for Bradley. Outside Nunn. Pass to Anthony. The turnaround Jay. Grizzlies with the rebound. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. And here's Melton. He takes it in. Up again. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The Lakers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Anthony against Melton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
The free throw drops for Anthony. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman comes in for Bane. And it's Jones in for Melton. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Jones. Pass to Houdini. Here's Tillman. Outside, Anderson. Here's Tillman, covered by Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And the first one at the line is good. That one's no good. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allen LaForce.
All right, BA. Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Different perspective, Allen. Good stuff. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. From the high post. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now just a 5-point Grizzly lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
To the left wing. Puts it up from 17. And the basket by Houdini. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. Well, the rumors were flying early on, Grant. Seems that this franchise has different views of how MP should be used.
Well, BA, the source of the conflict comes from the front office and coaching staff. With all that going on, you wonder just how much it's impacting MP's playing time.
Offensive rebound. Nunn played it in with a nice touch off the window. Nunn's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Anderson can't get it to go. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Yep, count it. Westbrook's got 12.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get into paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Inside. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And that'll fire up your team. Great defensive play at one end and instant offense at the other.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Houdini. Oh, he tries a three. The rebound by Nunn. For the lead. No good on the last second attempt there. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very... competitive game. Could be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Kyle Anderson. Also, Steven Adams out there. Dylan Brooks is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Houdini in at the shooting guard. Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. For the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Houdini. Pass to Adams. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Jones. Here's Houdini. Adams inside. Bradley on him. And it's Adams missing. The Lakers in the lead. Anthony right side. Anderson pulls it down.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Davis. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Houdini. Oh, there's the alley. Can't get it to fall.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
Davis. Nice D from Anderson.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Davis, that's good.
And one of the keys to shooting well is shot preparation. And Davis was ready before the ball got there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And for much of his career, Jordan has been surrounded by unbelievable talent.
Well, if you think about it, PA, Paul and Griffin in L.A., Durant.
And So it's the Lakers with the W.